to Robinson High School's Class of 2019 graduation ceremony. A special thank you to all of our faculty, staff, friends, and family. We ask at this time that you please silence your cell phones to preserve the dignity of this event. Thank you.
Good evening, and congratulations, class of 2019. Before I begin my speech, I want to share with you that as I left school yesterday, I looked around my classroom and was reminded of so many memories. Yes, most were great. Some, I admit, a little frightening. I did bring along a Germ-X bottle and a lighter, just in case electricity went out, because I know there are at least 2 of you out there that would be able to help us in having plenty of lighting. I do want to assure those of you who took care of changing my daily mood calendar that today I am not cranky, scattered, or even spent. I am feeling fabulous, maybe a little nervous. And I brought along a box of crackers, so if you get hungry during the ceremony, just let me know and I'll toss you a package. As you can see, I spent a great deal of time on my attire this evening, and I know you'll be shocked, but I'm wearing a pair of shoes that I haven't worn before. Of course, I had to get a new pair of heels for this very special occasion. And lastly, speaking to you would not be the same without my Diet Dr. Pepper, just in case my mouth gets dry. I would first of all like to say that I'm excited, honored, and humbled to have been given the opportunity to speak to such a wonderful group of seniors tonight. Within the next 2 hours, you will officially be a Robinson High School graduate. What a great accomplishment. You may be asking yourself, how did these last 4 years pass so quickly? Where did the time go? It probably seems like just yesterday that you were the new students on campus, transitioning from junior high into high school, feeling like your senior year was so far away. And here you are now, the brink of starting a new chapter in your life. Each of you experienced high school in your own special, unique way. Some of you may feel these years were the best yet. Some of you may be glad high school is over. But no matter what high school has been like for you, don't let these years define who you are and determine your future. From this point forward, the sky is the limit. This is a new beginning. There is no right or wrong path to go down. You may already know exactly where you're headed and what you want to do, or you may not have a clue yet at all and are feeling anxious and nervous about what you should do and where you should go. And you know what? If that's the case, it's okay. Because some of us, believe it or not, are still deciding what we want to do when we grow up. Many of you may recall on the first day of class the book I shared with you titled, Where Will You Be 5 Years from Today? I love this book because you can apply it to wherever you are in your life, no matter how young or old you are. I believe, though, that asking this question tonight probably brings on an even greater meaning than it did at the beginning of the school year. This book focuses on what you want to do, what you choose to do, and what you can't wait to do with your life. I'd like to share with you a short story from this book by Dan Zadra. An elderly man in the final days of his life is lying in bed alone. He awakens to see a large group of people clustered around his bed. Their faces are loving, but sad. Confused, the old man smiles weakly and whispers, "You must be my childhood friends come to say goodbye." "I am so grateful." Moving closer, the tallest figure gently grasps the old man's hand and replies, "Yes, we are your best and oldest friends, but long ago you abandoned us. For we are the unfulfilled promises of your youth. We are the unrealized hopes, dreams, and plans that you once felt deeply in your heart, but never pursued. We are the unique talents that you never refined, the special gifts that you never discovered. Old friend, we have not come to comfort you, but to die with you. Although this is a sad story, it is thought-provoking and challenges us to truly think about our future. This doesn't have to be any one of you or any of us, for that matter. The gift of life is yours, and life is about the choices you make. Many of us go through life following a path of society's expectations. We get caught up in what we think we are supposed to do, rather than what we really want to do, and we forget what our dreams are. We forget to follow those dreams. All of you have things you are naturally good at. These are your talents. What will you do with them? Use your talents to make your dreams come true. Albert Einstein once said, "Your imagination is the preview to life's coming attractions. Put your dreams on paper and make them goals." B.J. Marshall, a Nobel Prize winner in medicine, quoted, "If you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time." Each and every one of you are special and unique in your own way. Find your inner passion. Find what excites you. If not now, when? It is never too early or too late. There is no better time than the present. You have reached the point in your life that many of you have been waiting for. You are adults. Your life is your own. The following quote by Dr. Seuss sums it up. "You have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You are on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go." 5 years, 260 weeks, 1,825 days, 2,333,000 minutes. What will you do with it? What could you do with it? When I was deciding what all I wanted to say to you this evening, I couldn't help but think about our RHS tradition of senior goodbyes. So in closing tonight, I would like to share my senior goodbye to the class of 2019. Wow, this year has flown by. I can't believe it's already over and you will be leaving RHS. I am so thankful and blessed to have gotten to know so many of you in my classes. You are truly a special group of students. You have such big hearts and are always so willing to help in any way you can. It's been a wonderful year in so many ways. Some days more adventurous than others, but never a dull moment. I will never forget when some of you made the discovery of how static electricity would almost hold anything to the wall. You definitely left your mark with all of the colored pencils you experimented with. Oh, and let's not forget the broomstick that actually stuck to the bookcase, and one of you even managed to get a composition book to stick to the wall. It was pretty phenomenal, to say the least. Many of you brought joy to the classroom, some more joy than others. There was laughter and there were tears, and on some days, plenty of whining about too much work to be done. Senioritis definitely began to set in after Christmas, and now that I think about it, some of you entered the classroom on the first day with senioritis. My senior goodbye wouldn't be complete without mentioning my 8th period class. You made life anything but boring. In all seriousness, though, you will be missed. I hope your senior year was everything you wanted it to be. Thank you all for the memories and impacting my life in more ways than you know. Don't ever forget how truly amazing you are. I wish you the best and hope you will make time to come back and visit. I love you all, and congratulations again. You did it.
Good evening. It is my privilege to present to you the Salutatorian of Robinson High School class of 2019. Before I do, I want everybody out here to know that I love you. I mean that. I love you, and if you ever need me, I'm just a Facebook post away. And all those Facebook friend requests I ignored, I will friend you as soon as this ceremony is over. Our 2019 Salutatorian is Claire Elizabeth Crow. She is the daughter, yes, give it up for her, that's all right. She is the daughter of J.C. and Jennifer Crow. Her many activities and organizations include Student Council, the National Honor Society President, Heart of Texas Junior Cycling, She's a member of the Meadowbrook Baptist Church and the Texas 4-H District 8 Vice Chairperson. Her many achievements include the 2019 Waco Rotary Club Waco Tribune Herald Youth Citizenship Award winner, the Texas 4-H Foundation $20,000 scholarship recipient, the 2016 Freshman Girls Mountain Bike State Champion and High School Team State Champion, the Texas 4-H Gold Star Award winner and third place in the educational presentation in Open Family and Consumer Science at the 4-H State Roundup. She will be graduating with 12 potential college credit hours. She is graduating with a 4.205 GPA and will be attending Texas A&M University, where she will be majoring in nutrition. All right, yeah. Again, it is my pleasure to introduce our 2019 Robinson High School Salutatorian, Ms. Claire Crow.
Hey Aggies, it's time to practice. Howdy! I have to get used to saying that. My 5-minute speech will probably be remembered by 10% of the audience for about 10 minutes. Sadly, I'm not the President of the United States, so I don't have a professional speechwriter, but bear with me. Thank you, teachers, staff, faculty members, friends, family, parents, friends of family, friends of friends, family of friends, faculty friends, and anyone else who came to support myself in the graduating class of 2019. Without each and every person in this room, our success would not be possible. It's crazy to think that this may be the last time that I see a lot of you. We have all grown up so much, and some of you even turned out good looking. I'm talking to you, Mason Gregg. Tonight, I would like to share about things I believe in. And understand this, I've been 18, but you've never been 19. I know it's just 365 days, but a lot can happen in a year. I have a gray hair. Wisdom comes in all shapes and sizes. Wisdom cannot be taught in a classroom. It is a function of time and experience. I would like to offer some words of wisdom from two men who believed in the same upbringings as myself. Strangely enough, both men were raised by fathers who were third-grade dropouts. Dr. Rick Rigsby, motivational speaker, and Lou Holtz, famous football coach, are successful leaders and have elaborated on things I believe in. These two men point out 3 lessons which will be valuable for our lives. Whether you pack your bags tomorrow or at the end of the summer, don't forget to pack these lessons along with your most valuable possessions. Dr. Rigsby's first lesson he explained like this, and I quote, "Make sure your servant's towel is bigger than your ego. Ego is the anesthesia that deadens the pain of stupidity. Pride is the burden of a foolish person." John Wooden coached basketball at UCLA for a living, but his calling was to impact people. And with all those national championships, guess what he was found doing in the middle of the week? Going into the cupboard, grabbing a broom, and sweeping his own gym floor. You want to make an impact? Find your broom. Every day of your life, you find your broom. Don't wait until hardships arise to show someone you care. Every day, people around you need words of encouragement and a helping hand. You never know what someone is going through or how much acknowledging someone with a simple hello can impact them. You just invested in someone's future. Your significance ends when you die, but it can live on through your impact on others. A good deed is never lost. Next principle, do everything to the best of our ability. Let's revisit the backgrounds of Dr. Rigsby and Lou Holtz. The color of their skin, one black, the other white. Childhoods were spent on the West Coast versus the East Coast, but their common ground, third grade dropout dads, and both citizens of America the Beautiful, land of the free, home of the brave. We live in a country where anything is possible. As Lou Holtz said, we all have the right to fail, but we do not have the right to cause others to fail. Rigsby adds, good enough isn't good enough if it can be better, and better isn't good enough if it can be best. These men were successful despite their circumstances, and no matter what your past is or what you have been through, you get a fresh start on life after high school. Who we are doesn't stop here. The question is, who will we become? The future will offer us many challenges, obstacles, and heartbreaks, but it will also give us a chance to make choices. Living by this final principle will serve us all well. Do what's right, avoid what's wrong. Easier said than done, right? I don't think it's right to tell somebody's story before it ever happens. That's called spreading rumors. Just do the right thing, and if you have any doubts, turn to the Bible. Lou Holtz said it best. There is never a right time to do the wrong thing, and there is never a wrong time to do the right thing. Will it be hard? Yes. Welcome to adulting. Remember to pack these lessons with your bags. Make your servant's towel bigger than your ego. Do everything to the best of your ability. Do what's right. Avoid what's wrong. Since the announcements have been very sparse the last few weeks of school, I leave you with this. There are over 100 cameras monitoring the goings-on at Robinson High School. So do not do anything to discredit yourself, your family, or the Robinson Rockets. And finally, today can be a great day or not. The choice is yours. And since the choice is yours, make it a great day.
Good evening. It is my honor to present you the Valedictorian of Robinson High School's class of 2019. Our valedictorian is the daughter of Stephen and Dawn Walker. She has been involved in many activities and organizations over her high school career, including varsity volleyball all 4 years, varsity track for 3 years, senior class president, vice president of the National Honor Society, link leader, and softball statistician. Her many achievements include the 2019 Waco and Star Student, 2019 KWTX Classroom Champion, 2017 Texas Sports Writers Second Team All-State Volleyball, 2017 and 2019 Super Syntex First Team Super Syntex Volleyball, and a 2-time regional qualifier in discus and a regional finalist in discus in 2018. She will be graduating with 12 potential college credit hours. She's graduating with a 4.34 GPA and will be attending Texas A&M University, where she will major in mechanical engineering. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you our 2019 valedictorian for Robinson High School, Ms. Kagan Walker.
Good evening, parents, friends and families, faculty, students, and most of all, the class of 2019. It's graduation day, my dudes. After a very memorable 4 years, we finally made it. I would like to start off by thanking everyone who has helped me and my classmates make it to this point. Without the support of our family and community, we would not be here today. Specifically, I would like to thank my teachers and my amazing counselors who have sparked my interest and expanded my knowledge in many different subjects and areas through the years. I would also like to thank my coaches, not only for leaving me with unforgettable memories playing the sports that I love, but teaching me the importance of perseverance, leadership, and hard work. Thank you to my classmates for the support, the laughs, and the memories that will never be forgotten. I am honored to have been a part of such a talented and successful class of students, a class that has accomplished outstanding things and shown determination, competitiveness, and passion both in and out of the classroom. This has proven to be true by the numerous region and state appearances in everything from sports to academic competitions to performing arts. Lastly, thank you to my family, most importantly my parents and sister, for the guidance and encouragement through the years. I don't know how I would have survived my first 2 years of high school if it wasn't for my sister leading the way. I also wouldn't have made it without my amazing parents. From school to sports to personal goals, they have always pushed me to follow my dreams, regardless of how ambitious they might be. Never once was I told by my parents to be more realistic when it came to my aspirations. I am beyond grateful to have had such an amazing support system through these past years. Throughout high school, we have all learned many lessons, well, most of us at least. So I'd like to spread some of the wisdom I've gained. Pep rallies taught me that Dr. Collins hates confetti. Apparently, the over 100 cameras monitoring the goings-on in Robinson High School do in fact work. Just ask Angel and Cody. Secondly, pep rallies just aren't the same without the pride of the blue, especially the drum line. Lastly, a very concerning amount of our senior students do not know the lyrics to our school song. You can tell when everyone holds up their hand and looks to the wall to read the lyrics off the poster so they can sing along. Y'all have one more chance to get it right. The senior cookout taught me that if you're ever in need of a really good hamburger, look no further than Peyton Herzog. It's a good thing he'll be right down the road from me next year in College Station. Ms. Strain's college transitions class taught me important life skills like how to make a resume, how to write a check, how to mail a letter, and that Jerry the Minion can hit the woe pretty hard. Athletics taught me that what you put into something is what you'll get out of it. Pushing through every rep and finishing through every line will always pay off in the end. But when times get tough, sometimes it's best to stick to the game plan. The theater department taught me that if you're ever in need of a really good laugh, go see Chop Suey. You won't be disappointed. Also, Miss Maherter has some pretty good dance moves. Coach Hull and Coach Cervinka taught me that your character off the quarter field is much more important than any accomplishment you could make on the quarter field. Cervinka also taught me that a breakfast taco can sometimes be substituted for a tardy pass. Volleyball season taught me I will not cheat. I will not cheat. I will not cheat. Especially if it means having to do 90 burpees. Coach Zellers taught us kindness and compassion. I never had Coach Z as a teacher, but I know for a fact that he has positively impacted numerous students through his years coaching and teaching. The morals and standards he conveys have inspired us all to be the best we can be. Coach Zellers, you undoubtedly have left Robinson a better place than you found it, and you will be missed next year. Lastly, high school taught me time goes by fast. We always hear about how quickly our high school times will go by, but we never actually believe it until we wake up one morning and it's our time to walk across this stage, receive our diplomas, and say our goodbyes. It seemed like not too long ago, we were walking through the doors of Robinson High School as scared little freshmen, scurrying through the halls with our schedules, trying to find our next class, and avoiding eye contact with the seniors. 4 years later, and we're the seniors, pushing freshmen out of the way because, for some reason, they don't know how to walk on the right side of the hallway. Time goes by fast. In the blink of an eye, we went from our first tryouts and two-a-days to our last time putting on our blue and white jerseys and stepping onto the court or field to compete as Robinson Rockets, which, by the way, has not happened yet for baseball. So thank y'all for making our senior year just a little bit longer, and let's end the season by making history. From our first tryout and summer band to our last time cheering, marching, and dancing at Friday night football games. From attending our own freshman orientation to directing freshman orientation as link leaders. Time goes by fast, and things change. But one thing that will never change is the memories that we made along the way. The tailgates, pep rallies, proms, and post-game gatherings at Whataburger, taking notes during class, hanging a stuffed leopard from the basketball goal freshman year, singing our hearts out to High School Musical and Justin Bieber on the way back from Six Flags, playing with the hacky sack before every volleyball game, breaking the second round curse in volleyball and quite literally getting that bread, breaking the fourth round curse in softball in comeback fashion, and screaming the lyrics to Redneck Woman one last time on the bus ride back home. Winning the annual Powder Puff football game, not once but twice, even if I only caught one pass. And countless other memories that have brought us closer through the years. If I could change one thing about my high school experience, it would be to live in the moment each and every day. Those of you who know me know I've spent my life making decisions based on my future, not taking risks or necessarily having fun for fear of what the consequences might be. Because of this, I've spent too much time worried about what's coming next, and not enough time living in the moment and enjoying the present and seizing every opportunity that comes my way. As Henry David Thoreau once stated, you must live in the present. Launch yourself on every wave. Find your eternity in each moment. Fools stand on their islands of opportunities and look toward another land. There is no other land. There is no other life but this. This statement means everything to me because it's what I hope you and I will do in our future. Leave no opportunity untaken, live no day with regrets, and choose to stop and enjoy every moment. Who knows where we'll all be in the next few years? Some of us might be following the path we've had set in place since we were young, and some might be making it up as they go. Regardless of what the future holds, enjoy every moment, big or small, because one day, all it will be is a memory. Thank you.
Wish I had a few more drops of the good stuff, the good times. Oh, but they just keep on flying right on by like it ain't nothing. Wish I had me a pause button, motorcycles, Lord knows I'd hit it. Sometimes this whole life will leave you wishing you had 5 more minutes.
looking back is just a stepping stone to where we are, where we've been. Said we'd do it all again. Remember when?
All along I was looking for something else. You're something else. All along I was looking for something more. You're so much more. I finally found what I could never see before. You've always been the one that I was looking for.
Take the photographs and still friends in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Come what
drop of water in and the sea.
Wanted to belong here, but something felt so wrong here. So I prayed I could break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky. And I'll make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun. But I won't forget all the ones that I love. I'll take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. There goes my life. There goes my future, my everything. Might as well kiss it all goodbye. There goes my life. I guess we're gonna find out. Let's see how far we go. Let's see how far we go. I believe it all is coming to an end. Oh well, I guess we're gonna pretend. Let's see how far we go. Let's see how far we go. Sing it for the boys, sing it for the girls. Every time that you lose it, sing it for the world. Sing it for the heart, sing it till you're nuts. Sing it out for the world that'll hurt your guts. Sing it for the deaf, sing it for the blind. Sing about every word that you left behind. Sing it for the world, be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? In me, you got a friend in me. You got trouble, and I got 'em too. There isn't anything we wouldn't do for you. We stick together, see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
We're gonna make mistakes. You gotta own them. Then you gotta make amends. And then you gotta move on. Guilt and regret kills many a man before their time. So turn the page, get off the ride. You are the author of the book of your life.
Before I give a charge to our graduating seniors, there's a few groups that I would like to recognize first. From all the records that we can tell, we have 2 people among the class of 2019 who have, and I'm sure they have been sick at times and not wanting to go to school, but we have 2 that have had perfect attendance from kindergarten through their 12th grade year. Would Ashley Garcia and Casey Newton please stand? That is an awesome accomplishment. There are also a couple of other groups that we want to recognize. First of all, our first graduating class for Robinson High School was 1964. Last year, 2018. If you graduated between those years from Robinson High School and you're in the audience today, please stand so we can honor you. We also want to take a moment to recognize all the men and women from the class of 2019 who will be serving in the armed forces, as well as our veterans and active duty servicemen and women in the audience. Would you please stand so we can honor y'all at this time? We, along with the All-Americans, thank you for the sacrifices and service you have given to us. One other group should be honored, and seniors, this honor comes directly from you. Over the years, many people have played an important role in your education and life. At this time, would all staff members and teachers, parents, guardians, and grandparents of the class of 2019, please stand so the class of 2019 can honor you. Now, to these seniors, graduation is a celebration of all your accomplishments during your public school years. As graduates of RHS, you leave a proud legacy for all Robinson students. Seniors, it's now your turn to make an impact on this world. I pray that you live an I'm third life, which is putting God first, others second, and you third. May your purpose be clear and you pursue it with passion. Remember to be bold in all you do, remain teachable, and always try to find the joy in life. We look forward to seeing the great things that you will accomplish. Graduating seniors of the class of 2019, please stand. Speaking on behalf of the faculty, administrators, and Board of Trustees, we wish each of you the happiness of a productive life. It is now my privilege to certify that these seniors have completed all requirements mandated by the state of Texas and are now entitled to receive diplomas of graduation. Class of 2019, please come forward and receive your diplomas.
Evan Robert Adams. Pablo Javier Alejandro. Trinity Kiara Rochelle Bacon. Avery Grace Barnett. Emily Nicole Bauman. Madison Grace Berry. Kenzie Lane Bodie. Seth Burton Braswell. Daisy Ray Bright. Luke Stevens Byerly. Daniel Camaro. Cameron Nakona Carberry. Courtney Nicole Carmine. Emily K. Carr. Tyler Dominic Carrillo. Shelby Lynn Carter. Hope Ashley Cavanis. Richard Stephen Chavez. Tristan Darnell Clark. Marissa Danielle Coleman. Garrett Levi Connor. Claire Elizabeth Crow. Riley Storm Darnell. Stephanie Leanne Davies. Jillian Victoria Dozel. Ida Inez Eastham. Shane Ryan Ellis. Catherine Marie Estrada. Chase Hunter Evans. Brady Cooper Farnham. Ashley Marie Fott. James Matthew Thomas Flippin. Zachary Wayne Flippin. Hope Taylor Fortson. Alexis Chantel Forward. Scott Allen Fox. Cameron Grace Fuentes. Joseph Xavier Fuentes. Madison Lynn Gartner. Ashley Elizabeth Garcia. Wayman Chase Gentry. Morgan Blair Glass. Joshua Mervyn Granger. Kaja Alana Cheyenne Gray. Colton Lane Griffin. Adrian Frank Guerra.
Joe Anthony Guerra II. Juan Carlos Guerrero. Kaylee Adriana Guerrero. Michaelin Lauren Habrel. Nahala Adriana Elise Haygood. Desiree Marie Handy. Anna Elizabeth Hansen. Shelby Elizabeth Harry. Morgan Renee Helpert. Kylie Brianne Hendricks. Kendall Alera Hernandez. Peyton Neal Herzog. Sierra Nicole Hicks. Emily Elise Holscher. Logan Ryan Hollingsworth. Mackenzie Lynn Homeyer. Allison Grace Hope. Trinity Faith Howard. Zachary Owen Iannachilli. Davion Deshay Jackson. Justice Terrell Jackson. Sydney Erin Marie Jaro. Armani Haki Johnson. Tyann Mackenzie Johnson. Cassidy Lynn Kelly. Brady James King. Bailey Scott Kirk. Harley Faith Kirk. Caleb Milton Kurtz. Adrian Allen Lampy. Shelby Dawn Lasham. Ethan John Leal. Christian Scott Lewis. Harold Nicholas Lewis. Sydney Danielle Lopez. Sarah Elizabeth Rose Lucas. Kaylin Grace Lujan. Jared Michael Macias. Julie Lynn McWilliams. Garrett Elton Millar. Quentin Kylie Shinyelu Manning. Amanda Ann Marek. Macy Lee Martindale. Pablo Alberto Martinez. Nathan Isaiah McHenry.
Coleman Reed McNew. Kimberly Morgan McNew. Baylor Mackenzie May Medlin. Taylor Renee Metcalf. Dayton Riley Chambers Montgomery. Isaiah Benjamin Montgomery. Christopher Andrew Charles Morrow. Dominic Telseat Marie Myers. James Daniel Myers. Cody Wayne Nearing. Casey Lynn Newton. Christina Nicole Wynn. Dalton James O'Neill. Angel John Olguin. Abby Mildred Parsons. Michaela Jordan Patterson. Jade Ann Perryman. Caden Luann Farr. Reese Cord Phillips. Zachary Taylor Pilgrim. Kaylee Elizabeth Pittenger. Cameron Bailey Clemens. Peyton Lee Powell. Joseph Braden Pritchett. Fallon Renee Ramos. Alyssa Ann Rankin. Dylan Kell Residori. Noah Martin Richard. Jonathan Tristan Richards. Tyler James Riggs. Miranda Mariah Rios. Victoria Bella Donna Riley Roach. Jacob Alex Rodriguez. Reed Jameson Rosnos. Austin Noah Rubel. Soraya Lily Salinas. Shelby Lee Salter. Jaden Angel Sanchez. Noelle Catherine Sanchez. Hannah Carrie Schilling. Riley Ann Louise Smuchler. Tate Rance Sehan. Sydney Michelle Sexton. Thomas Hayden Sharp.
Kenneth Michael Shoemaker. Abigail Dorothy Smith. Trey Alexander Smith. Trace Davis Snyder. Candace Renee Solberg. Tatum Alyssa Stevens. Hunter Patrick Clayton Sterling. Asa Martin Sternberg. Jacob Lee Strain. John Riley Swenson. Erica Nicole Sikora. Piper Brianne Taylor. Caitlin Nicole Tenberg. Alyssa Lee Thomas. Alexis Marie Thornburn. Andrew Alexander Toledo. Holly Elena Torres. Kaylee Nicole Trotter. Maggie Brooks Tucker. Marina Valdez. Blake Patrick Vasquez. Ariana Celeste Vicenice. Robert Vincent Villa. Cooper Paul Wagenschein. Dalton James Wagenschein. Bailey Sierra Walker. Chloe Nicole Walker. Kagan Brooke Walker. Amaris Camille Ware. Bryson Neal Welsh. Jillian Roxanne Wintermark. Tanner Ryan Weiss. Daniel Adam Wildeberry. Jeremy Garrett Wilkie. Austin Lee Williams. Sion Roosevelt Williams. Mallory Jade Williams. Shelby Ann Williams. Tanner Grant Williams. Cheyenne Alexandra Willis. Caitlin Jean Willits. Jaylee Renee Woosley. Ian Charles Yale. Aaron Mackenzie Young. Ian Matthew Young.
Let's give these graduates a round of applause. Students, if you have not done so, please turn your tassel. Robinson High School's 2019 graduates.
All right. I gave myself about a 5% chance of making it through this without getting emotional, and then Kagan gave a speech. And then you get that kind of applause. We're at about 0%. So to keep this thing moving, here's something that I'm not going to jump into the speech just yet, because something occurred to me tonight. I've given a few of these speeches before, and until tonight, honestly, it never occurred to me until tonight that Dr. Hope and Dr. Collins, they give these cool introductions to the Valedictorian and to the Salutatorian, which is really, gosh, so cool, amazing accomplishments. But it occurred to me that no one has ever given me any kind of introduction speech, that's ridiculous. So tonight, I'm going to give one for myself that I wrote just a few minutes ago. So 15 years ago, Mr. Van Cleve interviewed me for a job here as an English teacher. And I was 35 years old. I had 0 years of teaching experience. But that's okay, because what I lacked in experience, I made up for in having a degree that had nothing to do with education. Good hire, Mr. Van Cleve. Well done. Here's what I've experienced since Mr. Van Cleve made that faithful hire. I have evacuated a bus full of students into the home of someone I did not know during a tornado. That's a true story. I have brought a homeless man to all of our baseball games one season. And I discovered that if you put him in a uniform, that no one asked any questions about that. True story. I have officiated several weddings of former Robinson students and baseball players. I got another one coming up here pretty soon. I met my wife at Robinson High School, married the love of my life. She was not a student, because that would be wrong. She is the hot counselor. I have coached in 9 years with Coach Kent. I've coached in four state tournaments. Looking to punch ticket number 5 here this week. As I cleared out my computer, I realized that I had written almost 200 letters of recommendation for scholarships, for college, for jobs, for Duke Med School. It's time to let you guys in on a little secret. It's all just one letter. I just changed your name. No, that's not true. That's a lie. I'm sorry, that's a lie. Here's the thing. Most dear to me, that I have celebrated you guys' accomplishments with you. I have celebrated your academics, your social stuff, your athletic accomplishments. We've celebrated those together. We've also wept at your heartbreaks. Your heartbreaks, those are our heartbreaks. Last night, I stood on a little platform in right field in Madisonville, and I cried. I cried with our softball team, because your heartbreaks, they're our heartbreaks. That's what we do as Rockets. We pull for each other, we celebrate, and we weep with each other. I know the state says that what education is all about data, and it's all about star scores, and I get that stuff is important. That's not what education is about. Education is about what we have experienced together. You guys have been educated, and I am proud to be an educator. More important than that, I'm proud to be your friend. 2019, I'm going to get to my real speech now. That's just what I made up a few minutes ago. All right. 2019, do you realize that this is the last time that all of you will be assembled together in the same place at the same time? It's crazy, right? Bearing that in mind, that I've been tasked with the final word that you guys will collectively hear as Robinson Rockets, I want to share something with you that is very near to my heart. I want to share with you the secret of having an impact on those around you. Whether you realize it or not, your words and actions always affect those around you. Always. The manner in which you carry yourselves constantly influences those with whom you come in contact. Whether this influence is positive or negative is completely up to you. To illustrate this point, I want to tell you about someone who had a profound impact on my life without ever knowing what he had done. I attended a huge high school on the west side of Houston with an enrollment of about 4,000 students. Needless to say, there was no way to know all the students in the school. You couldn't possibly even know everyone in your class. The only students known to almost everyone were the elite stars of the varsity football team. The most recognizable of these during my freshman year was an offensive lineman named John, who went on to play football for both the University of Houston and in the NFL. At 6'5", 285 pounds, John was a man. Truth be known, he was roughly the size of 2.5 grown men. I, conversely, was essentially the size of a junior high girl. We didn't have off-campus lunch at my high school. Instead, nearly 1,000 kids were crammed into the cafeteria 4 times daily for lunch. During one lunch period, I noticed John having lunch with his girlfriend. They sat cuddled up at the end of a long white lunch table. Even as a dumb freshman, I was smart enough to walk the long way around their table. But unfortunately, I was not coordinated enough to keep from bumping into it as I passed. The result of my clipping the table with my thigh was that it collapsed in the middle, causing a thunderous crash that rendered the entire cafeteria absolutely silent. The silence remained only until both of their trays came crashing to the floor, spilling their food, at which point 1,000 voices roared their approval with screams and laughter. I tried to stop their trays, but I only succeeded in spilling my own food on top of theirs. The screams continued unabated until John stood up and walked toward me, at which point everyone fell deathly silent. Never have I been so close to simultaneously wetting my pants and bursting into tears. All 14 years of my pitiful life flashed before my eyes. I was certain that John was going to murder me in front of 1,000 witnesses, and justifiably so, except it didn't happen. With what felt like the entire school watching, he put his arm around my shoulder and said, "Don't worry about it. Come on, I'll buy you a new lunch," which he did. I was so stunned, I don't even think I said thank you. I have no idea if that's just who John was or if it was simply divine intervention on my behalf. I never spoke to him again, but his act of kindness changed my life. You can't bump up against grace like that and not be changed. You simply can't. That event had a direct effect on the manner in which I treat people. It impacted my relationships from that day forward. Even now, it has a direct impact on how I teach and how I coach. I wanted to impact people the way I was impacted. Difference is, John's influence came from a single isolated event. I want to use each and every day to affect those around me. It's never anything big, but instead a steady stream of small, seemingly insignificant encounters. Every single day, I've greeted you guys at my door. Good morning, Jordan. Good morning, Zach. Every time you turned in an assignment, I made it a point to say, "Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Honor." You can insert your name into any one of these places, because this goes for every single one of you. There's a reason that I called each of you by your name. There's power in validation. It's the same with every hug, every high five, every fist bump. You know how I reward my baseball guys when they make an outstanding defensive play? When they come off the field, I give them a hug. Sounds stupid, right? But honestly, I believe it is absolutely the best gift that I can offer them. What I really hope I've communicated is, I believe in you, Alex. You matter, Reese. You are valued, Kayla. Most importantly, what I hope that they hear is, I can see all that you can be, Hannah. Maybe more than anything, what I hope you guys hear is you are loved. You are absolutely, unconditionally loved. I've been blessed in my time at Robinson to see the effect that being loved and valued and validated has had on you. Being validated by your family, by your teachers and coaches, by your peers. It allows you to achieve things you never could have accomplished alone. It allows you to be the very best version of you, that rockets never quit version of you. My point, graduates, is this. Whether you realize it or not, people are watching you, being influenced by you. It takes more than words to impact the people around you. Your words coupled with your actions matter at all times. If I can do this, anybody can. I'm nobody, just a goofy looking bald dude. But I believe I've been able to have an impact in Robinson. Why? Because I've chosen to dedicate myself to respecting and loving you guys right where you are. I've dedicated myself to leaving you in a better place than I found you. I haven't always been successful, but I've always given you everything that I have. Always. My challenge to you is to have an influence on those around you in a positive way. But please know that this won't just happen because you want it to. You have to be intentional about it every single day. It's a choice that you have to make over and over again. You have to make a conscious effort to love more than you're loved, to extend grace and mercy where none is deserved, to be kind in the face of cruelty. It's not about being perfect, but instead about choosing to love others more than yourself. I'm not saying it'll be easy. It won't be. What I'm saying is, it matters because you have the power to change lives for the greater good. I've seen it happen. You guys are the living proof. Now is your turn. I believe wholeheartedly that your best chance at success in life lies in the manner in which you carry yourselves. Humbly, honestly, selflessly, respecting every person you encounter. Good luck out there, 2019. We love you guys. God be with you.
Could everyone please stand for the singing of our school song?